As if we haven't dealt with enough change already, more is on the way for 2021. From rent to the price of groceries to the environment, a list of new laws and regulations and some price hikes are greeting us this year. Some are good, some are bad. We'll start right here with the TTC.
Please stand clear of the doors.
After a year of record-setting ridership lows, a major service decrease will continue. While the TTC is promising a freeze on fares, subways and streetcars will be spending hundreds of thousands of fewer hours in service.
We're retraining subway and streetcar operators. So we're going to have more bus operators out there that would typically be on the subway and streetcar network.
Route 505 Dundas.
Starting Sunday, the city's bus network will be fully beefed up with a promise of only 25 passengers per bus. Throughout the pandemic, this is where the need for public transit has been.
On the James, on the Keels, on Markham Road, on Lawrence, those very busy routes, Dufferin, of course, Finch, those are all getting extra service right now on the bus network because that's where the ridership is.
Good news for Ontario renters who make up 30% of households across the province. A rent freeze kicks in today and will continue the entire year. A ban on commercial evictions will also be extended into 2021. Hydro will cost less, at least for the next 30 days. The Ford government is dropping rates as low as they can go during the lockdown in January. But food prices are set to soar this year, with the average household expected to spend an extra $650 on groceries. The pandemic is partly to blame because of social distancing and other safety measures underway at food processing plants. Parents, listen up. Changes are coming to the Canadian Child Benefit with payments of up to $1,200 per child under the age of 6. If you're eligible for CCB and make under $120,000 a year, you'll be receiving the money automatically in 4 tax-free payments. And before you know it, single-use plastic will be so last year. By the end of 2021, we'll be saying goodbye to things like grocery bags, straws, certain types of takeout containers, and plastic forks.
We consume a huge amount of this stuff, and only about 9% of it actually gets collected. The rest of it ends up in the environment.
Tim Gray with the Environmental Defense tells me about 29,000 tons of plastic is piling up here in Canada, and he paints a daunting picture of what this looks like in our oceans.
We know that a lot of it is escaping from countries around the world into our oceans, and it gets trapped there in the center of the Pacific Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean and the Indian Ocean, in these areas where the winds are very calm. So you end up with areas the size of Texas that are just an entire surface covered in plastic. And of course, that's only what you're seeing at the top. It's a bit like an iceberg. And what's below the surface is all the other stuff that's floating there. That hope that 2021 brings us a present of less plastic in the environment and a better year overall.
And as many of us will continue working from home, it will be easier to claim those expenses. Ottawa is widening the eligibility for a $400 home office tax benefit.